Hi, I wanted to talk a little bit about direction and how our relationship, how that comes into play with our own sense of direction with the narcissist. And let me explain what I mean by that. Back about 20 some years ago, before I met my narc, I was very goal oriented. I had goals and plans to get those goals. I would set myself and give myself direction. And what happened was, because a narcissist likes to control, what happened for me, now that I look back, is that the stronger person kind of takes the lead, right? And with a narcissist, you can't ever be in a position where you're really having control over your life. So what I'm finding now is that after all this time, after being away from her enough, after having no contact because of divorce and everything, is that I'm beginning to set my own goals again. And at first it's a little bit scary. In fact, I'm really rusty at it because for so long I was letting her kind of set the goals, set the direction of the relationship. And basically, because they power so much, set the direction of my life. So what I would say to you is that you go no contact and you begin to get your own sense of who you are. It may seem scary at first because you are being, you may be stepping into something that seems like it's unknown, but to me it's coming back. I'm very familiar with it, and now I don't have the obstacles to deal with in terms of having somebody in there trying to sabotage those goals and those dreams and those ideas of what I want to do. So I labeled this video direction because what I'm finding is, for me, I am getting my own sense of direction again, and it's good for me. It's healthy for me. It's what I want. And because I'm aligned like that, I'm just, things are compounding on each other in a good way. And if you've just broken up with your narc, or you're going no contact and you think things aren't going to work, wait till you finally break that sense of control that they have over you. Because it is a sense, it's not a real thing. It's only up here. And when you spend enough time away from them, going no contact or going gray rock, you won't have that need. You'll be free to express yourself and be able to do what you want. And I would say that when you get to do what you want, what's really good for you, and you can do something on a moment's notice and not have to try hard at things, right? Things are coming naturally because I don't have the parking brake on while I'm driving the car, Have you ever done that? Have you ever had a parking brake on while you're driving down the street and you forget, like you park on a hill or something, and you forget you put the parking brake on, and then later your car's just, car's driving really rough, and the gas mileage is terrible because the parking brake's on, and you're not aware of it. So that's where I'm at now, and I just wanted to share this insight because you are getting more control back over your life. Now, when you first break up with them, it's scary because you may be so far removed from how you see yourself and what setting goals looks like. And maybe you've never set goals in the past, Maybe you've always been around people where you've never even got a chance to breathe. Take that freedom, though, and just be kind to yourself. Don't try anything drastic. Don't try to do something. For me, what I've done is I've tried to surround myself with enough healthy people to kind of keep me in check, right? I have a men's group. I'm accountable to my men's group. They are guys that, they're not perfect either, but there's enough of them to where we can have some objectivity in our group and to just keep ourselves, it's a place where I can go and kind of get stuff out. And I get stuff out on here a lot too, on Facebook with regards to my relationship. Because, this is kind of a unique thing that we have. Not everybody understands this narcissistic relationship that we have. So I want to say hi to everybody there. I can see you guys putting little purple hearts and everything on the screen. So yeah, I'm just kind of making, you guys are almost in my video diary here, and it's really it means a lot to me to be able to share this with people, because I watch so many videos myself in my recovery, getting better, that it helped me a lot to be able to see down the road that people were getting better. And you know, because a lot of people, they had their issues and they would post, and then you wouldn't really hear from them again, or they might update every once a year, because there's some videos from 2012 from some people, that's what, 4 years ago, and they don't make videos anymore. Well, it's because I think I don't know what really happened to them, to some of them, because I like to think that they've had a healthy recovery, but they're not on YouTube talking about their narc anymore. And I'm doing it because it's like, it's healthy to know where I was at and to be able to see where I'm going and have that awareness. I'm telling you, that awareness is key. There's so many things that I think I'm aware, and then I'll have these moments where I'll just meditate, or I'll just lay there in the morning and just let thoughts come into me, because remember, I don't have somebody creating obstacles for me anymore. When you don't have that, just think of how nice it is to not have anyone around you giving you direction except what you want to do. You know, I like to tap into a higher power. I do tap into God. And for me, it's really great. I don't talk about it too much, but you know, meditation, tapping into Buddha, the earth, the spirit, whatever you call it, there's something great about it, because you're not looking for that validation from a person. You're getting it from the universe, which is all powerful, which is all the knowledge is out there. You're just kind of tapping into it. Stuff kind of flows. Like when I'm talking to you right now, things are just flowing through me. I'm not scripting this out. I'm not trying. There's no objective for me here. I'm not trying to get you to see things or anything. I'd like you to, but this is just, things are just flowing through me, and this is a great way to live. I'm telling you. You know, do I always live like this? I mean, I have frustration because, you know, things don't get done, or people lie. People still lie. People still raise their voices. People still are not healthy out there. But because I have more control and direction over my life, I don't spend too much time in those arenas. I don't have the obligation that I used to feel towards people that, you know, when they start telling me their problems. Now I've got that sniffer on, that you know, from watching videos from Dana and everybody, I can see those red flags. I call it like a sniffer, where I can sniff out if people are having issues. And if there's nothing I can do, if I can say a few things and maybe make them happy, okay, but without people pleasing, if there's some things that I can say that might help give them some awareness, you know, something that they can control, that's what I do. And I just put it out there. I set it down without any expectation or anything, and that makes me feel great. You know, knowing that I have a power I can tap into to give that to them, to share that with them. And you know, a lot of it's just sharing my experience, but you know, I don't spend too much time with people that don't want to improve, that don't want to get better. Those are the people I really like to hang out the most. In fact, right now I'm driving to an in-living group that has to do with living in the moment, living now, kind of Eckhart Tolle stuff. And I'm excited to go. I went last week, and I talked to the instructor for an hour afterwards. And the last class I was at last week was on narcissism and Narcissist. And one thing I didn't like about the group, there was some misunderstandings, I thought, but I didn't. I mean, I just listened to what they had to say, but they were throwing some politics in there, and it kind of threw the class off a little bit. They were saying, oh, well, Trump's a narcissist, and Hillary's this way, and I was just like, I just kind of tune out. I don't watch the news, guys. I mean, I get all my news from Facebook, pretty much. I mean, if there's something important, my parents will share it with me, or my friends will, or whatever. And so it's not, that's a lot of negativity, because it's not a lot of things that I can control. I mean, I'm just telling you that. Unfortunately, you have people like me that vote, and we just kind of get our information, we kind of do this. Okay, who am I going to vote for? Which way is the wind blowing? No, I'm just kidding. I'm a little more serious than that when it comes to our politics and that. But I don't. If you notice, I don't talk about that. It doesn't affect me, because I can't affect it. All right. Well, maybe, I mean, if I was really into politics, maybe I could do something for the campaign or whatever. But for the most part, I'm doing my day-to-day. I can only affect what's right in front of me. I can only control me. That's the only control I have. And for me, if I can affect somebody around me, that's what the most immediate people, the people that are closest to me, that's what I do, and that's what I like to do. And I like to get people into that state that they can grow and they can, see things maybe differently, without telling them to see things differently. Just it's neat to share that awareness that people have, and I've seen it a lot on this. I've seen it a lot on this Facebook group, and I've seen it a lot on YouTube too. This video will be uploaded to YouTube, and a lot of you will probably be hearing this as a YouTube video. But the feedback that I get is from a lot of people is wow, yeah, I have that awareness too. Thanks for helping me find that. And see, that's the thing that I think was most important for me. When I first started going no contact, or started doing gray rock, because I had kids involved with my separation from my narc, but that those experiences that people shared were so key, because I knew that I wasn't alone. I knew that while I had my own circumstance, there were so many other people out there that were going through the same thing, that I felt a connectedness there. And I also didn't feel like, I didn't have the pity party. See, when and I've done the pity party, okay? So that's why I had to look at Facebook and look at videos on YouTube, because when you have the pity party, in my opinion, you feel like, you feel powerless, like there's nothing that you can do. And I know, I get it. You'll be in that state for a little bit. Maybe you're there right now, but you'll want to eventually get to the point where you can see what power you actually do have. But don't let me put it all on you, because there's a lot of stuff that if you go to a traditional therapist, they're going to see, well, you can't do anything with the narc. Well, when you first break up with these narcs, when they discard you, or you've been devalued or something, they're just really terrible people. Okay, they're terrible human beings, and hopefully you'll learn that you don't want to really be around people like that. You want to avoid them like the plague. And you want to see that they are really the cause for a lot of pain that you're experiencing. My thing is, if you want to get away from that pain so it doesn't happen again, you want to learn from that, and you want to grow from that. And a lot of you I've seen your growth, and I'm excited about it. That's the coolest thing, I think. I think that's the coolest thing that can ever happen. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to go to this mini seminar tonight, and probably be in a room with about 15 other people. It actually said on the meetup that 20 was going. So I thought that's cool. 20 people are going to be going to this thing. And there's a few people in the class that are connected, that I can see that. And that are yearning, that are yearning for that information. And they're a little bit quiet too, and I get it, and I really gravitate towards people like that. I feel that connectedness. I got a lot of connectedness, though. I would spend the weekend on Facebook when I was going through everything, just commenting and sharing and asking questions, and lots of support, lots of hey, that's what I did, and there's this, to me, there's this thing where some people talk about you can re-traumatize yourself if you talk about it over and over again, or the more you talk about something, the more it's part of you, right? I think if you do it like that, if you just talk about it over and over again with no purpose other than to, maybe get pity or sympathy or something, but I would propose to you, this is what I believe, is that when you share your experience with somebody on Facebook or YouTube, when you actually say, hey, I went through that, this is what I did, and here's how I came out now, when you do that, then you have a purpose for sharing it. Then you're actually giving somebody hope. You're not just, it's not just a pity party. And then when you give them hope, it's actually putting a little more, a little drop of hope in your future bucket, because you're realizing, wow, I'm not there anymore. This person can be where I'm at now. And then you can kind of see that you've got the sense that, well, I'm not where I was there. I'm here now. And you know what? There's a quiet confidence that you're going to be even further over in the next 6 months, because you can feel the progression. See, a lot of us, we just kind of forget how far we've come. We were way back here, and now we're way over here. But if we don't have any sense of reference, if we're not constantly interacting with others and bringing up this past experience that we had, or trauma, whatever you want to call it, I think that you can lose that perspective and not see how far you've actually come. And again, giving you that confidence that you've come this far, so you're gonna go even more. Now, I know there's days you're gonna have where you feel like you're going backwards, and it is a feeling. But others around you that are close to you, that you've made maybe some new friends, they will see where you've been and where you're going. I have a lot of friends on these boards, and they'll say stuff to me like, hey, your last video there, you seem like you were a little bit off, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even see that, So I get feedback too, and don't everybody say, you're off or whatever. I don't care. You say whatever. I do like the feedback. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, because this whole video, the sense of goal setting and direction, something that I lost along the way with being in a relationship with a narc, because only one person can be in power, and they're in power and you're here, and as long as you know that, you're aware of it, I think you can get to where you want to be. And you may not know where you want to be, but you can get there. You can start getting there. And first of all, where you want to be is no contact. Does that mean you're going to be alone for a little bit? Yeah, it might, until you figure out what kind of people are the best people around you. But yeah, so anyways, just wanted to share that with you. And I hope you all have a great, it's Friday right now. It's Friday night, and I'm going to go hang out with a bunch of spiritually filled people, or at least people that want to be. Again, there'll be a few people in the room that I'll connect with, and I just love that. Just being in there, just being in the presence of people that are moving forward and not stuck, Because when I'm around me, and I'm not even online, I'm stuck, because I can't grow for myself. I mean, I can read, that helps if I read, but if I just sulk in my own despair or feel like I've, don't have any power or anything, I got to get out of that. I got to get out of the house. I got to get moving and get into action. And I would say that's what you want to do. Just get out. Just change your environment. Paint your room. Paint your house. Change the environment around you if you have a negative association with your narc. When I broke up with mine, we actually sold our house, and so I moved out of it. All the associations in this room or that room, or the fight that happened here, whatever, gone. All right, because I'm not in the same physical space. So if you can distance yourself as much from that association as possible, then I think you can recover even further, even quicker. So just a little tip. All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off here. But I want to send out lots of love to you all. Ooh, the sun just shone right there as I said that. How cool. I want to send out lots of love, lots of light, because you are in the light now. The darkness doesn't have to come anymore. We just have to be more in tune with what we want, who we want, where we want to go, And I say if you do that, you're gonna life is gonna be really simple, and it's actually gonna be quite fun. You'll see. All right, guys, we love you. Talk to you later.